It's always been fun with Randy. I could hear a joke 1,000 times, and if he tells it, I'll still laugh.
The reason that we have such a great relationship is because we got to be good friends first. I mean, I would do anything for her because she's just such a special person. She really is.
I love being with him. I love seeing the world with him. We just have a great time. Everybody around the world sees us as Mama and Papa or Mom and Dad, and we feel like they're our children. They're our extended family, very big extended family.
We've come a long way, baby.
Yeah, we sure have. We have been very fortunate and very blessed to be able to recognize things that are coming. We recognize the computers were coming down in price, the printers were coming down. People weren't going to keep service contracts on them. We recognized the computers were coming into the doctor's offices before they were there. The future of medicine was in the technology that we've brought to Jeunesse. I think the key is to recognize things and don't let time pass you by.
And when we come around the curve up here and see our building, I have a big old smile. Boy, oh boy, we started out in that little bitty tin building on Douglas Avenue.
I fell in love with network marketing because it allowed people from average backgrounds to do anything they want and become anything they want. You can be whatever you want to be if you work hard, if you're teachable, and you don't give up.
I'm very happy that people are excited about working for Jeunesse. I thank all of the distributors and all of the employees in this company. Because of them, this is why we've been able to grow the way we have. The one thing we will always do is we want to treat all of our employees, our distributors, with love and respect.
We want everybody to be happy and enjoy their life and enjoy every day to the max, and that's what it's all about.
3, 2, 1.
It's amazing to travel with people that have never gone out of their state or their country, and to see their eyes open up and see their minds expand, because every culture is different. We want everybody to be successful, whatever that means to them, because it's an individual thing. And we want them to feel special and feel like they're making a difference, like we want to make a difference in their lives and help other people to achieve what they want. If you help people every day, make their lives easier and better, then everything falls into place.
It requires people that are dedicated to doing what they're supposed to be doing here. And we've got a good group of people. I think the key to all of this is that you must believe all this is going to happen the way it is. If you really believed that everything was going to turn out the way it has now, if you believe that, that's why it does turn out that way.
Jeunesse family, please stand to your feet as I introduce to you the ones who have made it all possible. Please welcome to the stage your founders, Wendy Lewis and Randy Ray.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good morning. You may be seated. Buongiorno. Buenos dias. Guten Morgen. And in Tennessee, we say howdy. We're going to give you some great information today. We have 2 chapters. I've got chapter 1, Wendy's got chapter 2. And that's going to tell you how we got together. Now,
Very, very interesting. But then she's going to tell you how we got Jeunesse started. That fat boy up there, look at him. Whew. Anyway, I walked in my office one day and the receptionist said, "There's a lady that called here a while ago is so upset with you." I said, "Me? Why? You don't return her phone calls." I said, "I don't have any calls that were not returned." So it turned out that she had been calling the Tampa office, and that guy had been fired, and the answering service was not following the messages, forwarding the messages over to the Orlando office. So I said, "Let me call her." And I did. And she said, "You must not need business because I've been calling and no one calls me back." And I had to assure her that I didn't know about the call, or I would have called her back. I said, "How can I help you?" She said, "I'm looking for software, and someone would have to come to my house and give a demonstration." I thought, whoa, I'll sign up for that one. And so that's how I met her the first time. So I went to her house to give a demonstration, rang the doorbell. She opened the door, and this little girl about this tall that had chicken pox all over her face stuck her head around the door, and I thought, oh, yeah, I know why she wants a demonstration at home, because she can't take this little kid out with chicken pox. So in the process of giving the demonstration of the software, she asked a million questions. Oy. Still do. She still does that. But I said, obviously, you require a more detailed presentation, so I will arrange for that to happen for you. So I sent another person over there to do the demo. But that was my first introduction to Wendy. But after I got to know her a little better, she became a very important asset to us because she did consulting for me. And we finally sold the system. She installed it without any training because I sent my trainers over there. And about 15 minutes after they arrived, I get a phone call that said she threw us out. I said, "What?" She threw us out. I said, "Why?" She said, "We don't know anything." I said, "I'll call her."
They didn't know anything.
So I called Wendy. "What did you do?" You sent the trainers home.
I sent the trainers home because they didn't know what they were doing.
And I couldn't believe it. But then I found out it was true. But anyway, that's how I first met her, and we got to be good friends because I hired her to train my trainers, and then I put her on a lot of consulting jobs with the idea that she would recommend my solution. So we worked well together for a few years, and I said to her one day, "You know, we need to actually set up the corporation and go to work together." So we started AMSC, Automated Medical Systems, and for 8 years, we were the #1 medical systems provider in America. Okay, so we were approached by a company out of Oklahoma that wanted to purchase AMSC. Well, Wendy didn't want to purchase it because she said, "That's my baby." I said, "Listen, baby, for the amount of money they're talking about, we can have a lot more babies." And we did. So the company that wanted to acquire us didn't want to have anything to do with maintaining the hardware or anything. So we said, okay, we'll take that. And we set up a company called Alpha Computer Services. And Alpha Computer Services, we built up to number 184 on the Inc. 500 in America. And when that report came out, we had about 12 people, I think, 12 companies that wanted to purchase it. So we finally sold it. We sold that for $20 million. And we thought, okay, we're off and running. So Wendy's going to cover chapter 2.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. So after we sold Alpha, I should say, before we sold Alpha Computer Services, we had a big data center. So we started co-locating and hosting MLM companies. This is when multi-level marketing and direct sales was just going on computer. And we had space for a lot of computers and could host. So that's how we first got involved in the industry, by learning a lot about direct sales from other companies that we ended up doing customer service, hosting, fixing compensation plans, shipping, taking in their money. We did everything soup to nuts, everything for network marketing companies.
And we learned a lot about network marketing companies and company owners.
We learned a lot.
Yeah.
That's enough. We learned a lot. So one day, I'm skipping forward a little bit, Randy was having problems with his knee, and we were looking for a solution to help his knee. So we were about to go to Singapore to do stem cell treatments, and before we did that, in March 2009, President Obama passed a bill in Congress to allow stem cell research in the United States. In April, around Easter time, we went out to California because we had heard about a doctor that could take fat, spin it down, get the stem cells, and have someone inject the stem cells into his knee. I know. Anyway, so we went out there, and that's to LA, and that's how we met Dr. Newman, who you will see today. And while we were in his office, we noticed in his cabinet he had a bottle of serum. It was a bottle of serum, and I talked to the girls at the front desk, and they told me that Dr. Newman uses that on post-surgery patients, and a lot of patients use it to get rid of fine lines or lessen fine lines and wrinkles. So I thought, well, I need to try that. So after Randy had his procedure, I took a bottle home to try. But when he was doing his procedure, Dr. Newman asked Randy where he wanted him to take fat, and Randy said, right there, you may have trouble finding fat, but I think we'll be okay. And he asked him if he'd take 55 gallons, and he said he only needed 60 or 70 cc's. So it didn't make much difference. Right? He was very disappointed, heartbroken. And anyway, I took that bottle of serum home, and I tried it, and at the end of a few weeks, I said to Randy, this is really amazing. I love this product. I think this product is a perfect product for a direct sales company because the more you use it, the more you want to use. Originally, I was just using it around my eyes. Then I wanted it on my face. Then I wanted it my neck, my arms. Yeah. So we thought this would be a great product for everywhere around the world because it's highly consumable. And that's what you want for a product for a direct sales company. So we went out to California again, and Randy spoke to Dr. Newman, and he asked Dr. Newman, how many of these do you sell in a month? And Dr. Newman said about 40 to my patients. And Randy said, well, how would you like to sell 40,000 a month? And he said, I'd love to, but I don't know how to do that. Randy said, I'll show you how. Give us the formula and I'll show you how. We went back to Orlando and we decided to try to find a way to start a network marketing company ourselves. And we had two goals in mind. Randy and I felt that we were very blessed, very fortunate to have been successful with both AMSC and Alpha Computer Services, and we had retired twice, found that that didn't work. We got tired of staying home and wanted to work, and the only thing we know is work. So we were trying to figure out a way to help as many people around the world as we could reach their goals and dreams, and also help children around the world. And that's how Jeunesse Kids got started. And I know you'll hear a lot more about that later today. Those of you who were here last night heard Randy's story about how he grew up and why helping children is so important to him. Because children don't ask to be born in poverty. So Randy wanted to help and educate as many children as possible. And that's what we try to do through Jeunesse Kids, and help as many children as possible. Well, when we came back, we got together and we tried to come up with an idea for a network marketing company. And the idea we came up with was we need to have a product that helps from the outside in and from the inside out. So we also developed at the same time the Reserve product, which is a super antioxidant with resveratrol. And with those two products, we were going to come up with a name for a company. And we sat around, I remember the conference table, and we finally came up with Jeunesse, because jeunesse means youth in French. And we were all about staying young as long as possible and youth-enhancing products. So Randy and I, once again, went back to LA, and we met with somebody we knew there, Kim Hui, and we met with her and we tried to explain to her our idea. We had the idea of a resveratrol Reserve product, and we had the idea of the Luminous serum, and we explained to her how this was a stem cell technology type product, and the other was a resveratrol product, but she didn't get it. So she went home and told her husband about what Randy and Wendy had come talk to her about, and her husband, who's a physician, said, Kim, stem cells are the future of medicine. You need to go back and listen to them and join this company. So Kim got together 5 of her friends. They were all Asian. 2 of them were from Hong Kong, 1 from mainland China, 1 from Vietnam, and 1 from Indonesia. And those 5 people sat around her kitchen table deciding how they would structure their team. In the meantime, we had decided the timing of 09/09/09 at 9 p.m. was very important, because 9 means longevity in Chinese numerology. That's also why Thrive 9 is so important. This is our 9th anniversary, which is all about longevity. Yes. So on 09 at 9 p.m., Jeunesse was born, and we launched Jeunesse. I think an important thing to remember and to tell you is that those 5 distributors who started Jeunesse in 09 are still distributors and top leaders in Jeunesse today. Jeunesse is all about longevity too. If you decide you have dreams and you have goals that you want to reach, you can reach them in Jeunesse as long as you don't give up. It may take you longer than somebody else, or it may take you twice as long, but it doesn't matter. If you keep working hard and following what you're supposed to do, selling the products are all cutting edge, amazing products, and most of you love them. Eventually, you will all succeed. You just can't give up. So I think many of you here today, well, you saw first thing today, the diamonds that are here and some of the double diamonds. Just remember, we are across the world. If you know somebody in another country, that's okay too. Most of the countries are open, and please just go to countries that are open. You have over 140 to choose from. So let's try not to find ones that we're not open in. So also I want to mention Jeunesse Kids has wonderful trips every year to see the places where we've made a difference, where we've opened a school, we've changed to have clean water, medical attention, whatever the case may be in the country. We've been in China, Ecuador, Kenya, and India so far. And I think you're going to see we're going to be opening in 2 more places this coming year. I hope some of you will decide to join us on those trips. They are all amazing. We haven't done one trip to those countries to see the schools that I haven't felt is amazing. It's worth the effort and the time. So I hope all of you are here today to learn a lot, have a lot of fun, and we look forward to seeing you and getting to meet each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.